All right, you ready?
Tell me something, girl.
God, because you're in a fucking dream world.
Are you happy in this modern world?
Welcome to Love and Then What? Love and Then What? With your host. Welcome, lovers and friends. I, of course, am your favorite
Our bald-headed ass nigga.
Justin Judge, and we are coming to you from INR Studios. I am joined by a guest today who is the host of our brother podcast here at INR Studios.
Yes.
And this is my favorite podcast at INR Studios, All the Rap Podcast.
Yeah.
He is also the owner of Harper's Mobile Auto Detailing. His name is Dame. What's up?
What up, man?
So excited to have you on again. He is our brother podcast. And because he is our brother podcast, I'm going to go grab a beer real fast. Feel free to use the koozie. Feel free to use that Love and Then What mug. Whatever tickles your fancy.
No, I got to, man.
Now, Dame, could you tell the people about All the Rap Podcast just so they know what we're talking about?
So, All the Rap Podcast. It's pretty much I want to like clarify this because a lot of people have been asking me this. Like, yo, is it a rap podcast and stuff like that? I pretty much just have it like, mute, like it's not a music podcast. It's really more of everything. Like we gonna be talking about everything. Pretty like relationships. Pretty much everything. But I'm just gonna have music in it. Rap, all the rap is really like rap is like a slang word for talk.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like a double entendre thing. Like it'd be like I didn't want to say all the talk. I just wanted to be all the rap. Like that. It's just like a way to play around with it. A little bit. So and we pretty much I pretty much wanted to, I started the podcast because I wanted to like kind of bring this stuff out that I think about in my mind, so I think about, I'm always trying to learn something, stuff like that. I'm always joking around and stuff like that. So I just kind of wanted, with that show, I just wanted to bring that
Absolutely.
to the show.
So this is the beer. It's Victory Brotherly Love because, again, you are our brother podcast.
Yeah, appreciate it.
He's new to the game. Let's try it out. Let's see how it tastes. You like it?
Mm.
It's an IPA. You're making a stink face. You're making a stink face. Not a fan?
I fuck with it. It's all right. It's good.
He said, "Oh."
Cause it was a little like shocking. I'm like, oh, all right.
You never had an IPA before?
Nah.
You've drank beer though before, correct?
Yeah, I drink beer.
It's surprising to me how many people we've had on our podcast who have not drank beer before. They'll come on here and pop their cherry with beer. Yeah.
Damn.
Especially IPAs. Almost 90, I would say 99% of black people have not tried an IPA.
Damn.
Every time they come on, it's either their first time drinking a beer or first time drinking an IPA.
Yeah, that's crazy. What's so IPA? That's like
It's Indian Pale Ale. It's just a type of beer. It's like a lager. Like a Miller Lite would be like a lager. There's Miller Lights in there too if you feel like this is too much love for you.
all right.
But I mean, they're stronger. They get you drunker. So twice the calories and the flavor if you get used to it. I didn't actually enjoy this until my girl Ashley started getting me into IPAs. I didn't like IPAs because I was a Miller Lite guy. But these are delicious. I would go with like Jack or like Captain for like liquor. But beers, I was like a Miller Lite. Now I love all kinds of IPAs. And again, every guest that we have on, we give them a different beer based off of them. So You're our brother podcast. We had to share the brotherly love.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. For real. Well, I thought she was gonna have the go to monkey for me, but
Oh, I forgot about the monkey. I was like, God damn it. I feel like we talked about a beer last time. I got to drive home, man. We all got kids. Well, I don't have a kid, but there's kids out there that other people have kids.
Right. Yeah. No, I ain't want to get too. Yeah, you right. Get too on.
Yeah. So how did you get into car detailing?
Hey, believe it or not, I love for my car to be clean, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like it was a point in time where I had 2 cars, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I would have them on the sidewalk and I just clean them, and I really like loved, to have my cars clean. So one time, like this was about a couple of years ago, probably about 3 or 4 years ago, I had moved.
Mm-hmm.
So I moved into this house, and it had a garage. So one day I was sitting in the garage, it was empty. And I was like, damn, what am I gonna do with this garage?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I don't know, like I think I brought my car around and I started washing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm about to start detailing cars.
Right.
So sure enough, I just, I started looking into stuff, researching about detailing and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. I did like a course. I watched countless of YouTube channels and just practiced on my car, and then practiced on everybody car that I know. I just was giving them free detail.
Right.
So I basically self-taught myself quite a detail, and it went from there. And I started, detailing on my garage, and now everybody around where I live know that I detail. So now I just started a business, got the paperwork right, and then I got a van.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I turned it into a mobile.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start going to people's homes, people's house, people work, wherever they called me to, I was coming in and detailing their car. And at this moment, I am still doing that. So if you ever, you need your car detailed, I'm the guy. You could just give me a call, or you could DM me at Harper's Mobile Auto Detailing on Instagram. And and set your appointment. I'll be right there. My team will be there.
What's the nicest car you've ever detailed?
The nicest car I detailed, which I need to put on my page, is a Lamborghini.
How did you come by this Lamborghini? Like, how was somebody like, yeah, you want to detail my Lamborghini?
So, I detailed someone's car, and then they say, "Yo, I like your work." You spelling it on it, but they said,
shit, I suck.
They said I like your work. I got somebody that he got a lot of cars,
Mm-hmm.
and he would want to get it. He want to get his car detailed. So I didn't know. I didn't know it was a Lamborghini or nothing. He ain't say nothing like, all right, it's gonna be this type of car.
You just showed up and
I just showed up, and it was a Rolls Royce. It was a Rolls Royce Wraith. I ain't detailed that though. But I'm just telling you all the cars that was out there when I came.
yeah.
So it was a Rolls Royce Wraith, and it was a Lamborghini, and I think it was a Benz G-Wagon truck. So he like, yeah, I want you to detail this Lamborghini. So I'm like,
I don't want to touch it.
I ain't want to touch it. I'm like, I'm missing a little bit. I'm like, I don't know, man.
Like an 18-year-old girl. Like, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to touch this.
but I did it, and he liked it, and and I just start detailing other vehicles of his, and I eventually got to detail the G-Wagon. No, it wasn't the G-Wagon. I'm sorry, it was a Range Rover.
Mm-hmm.
All his cars is white.
What does this guy do for a living?
He owns real estate, and he owns, I think, like a daycare or like a learning center, like a few of them or something like that.
I always find it fascinating how people become rich, because I'll be driving through neighborhoods. I'm like, I just want to go knock on the door. But like, what do I have to do?
Oh, really?
Like, how the fuck? It has to just be people were rich and they just handed down money some houses. I'm just like, there's no way you can just get this rich.
Well, today is different, man, because there's so many ways to make money today that like it's a lot of people. It's not like how it was 15 years ago, 20 years ago when it wasn't really that many people. Like what it really wasn't really that many ways for people to make money, and it was like 2% of people that's rich, and then the rest is like like poor or whatever, or not doing as well. But now it's just so many ways to make money. So it's like people is on it.
You just got to be a girl that's slightly good looking. Go on TikTok and shake your ass a little bit. Like everybody already knew that hot girls had an easy life. Now it's even easier. All you have to do, you don't even need to get in the club. You just got to literally have an iPhone, dance once a week with shorts that are a little too short and your cleavage out a little bit, and you'll be a millionaire.
Yeah.
Like, how do you teach girls? If you were to have a daughter, how would you teach her not to be a hoe when they can make millions of dollars?
It's me, man, because I don't really have no kids, and then I don't want to get on here talking. I don't want the the women community to come for me, but it's like I don't know. I'm not like my daughter. I gotta be there. I gotta be in her life. I gotta, like give her that love and that attention, and and by the time I have a daughter, like my businesses should be going well. So she wouldn't have to look that route, basically. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell her like that's what that's about, what's that world about, because you gotta like put your kids on what these worlds about. But I'm gonna tell her it's not good. But she either gonna have this or she gonna have that. When she get a certain age, it's her choice. I can't. You feel what I'm saying? I can't really. But I know my job would be just to provide her with a good life and try to give her the game as best as I can.
Mm-hmm. Now, have you ever messed up a car while detailing? Like scratched it?
Yeah, I actually did that. Probably about 3 weeks ago.
What happened?
So I was actually buffing the car.
Is it a nice car?
It was an Audi Q5 or Q6. Probably like a 2021.
Yeah.
So I put the wrong pad on the gun. I mean on the
buffer?
Yeah, on the buffer. I put the wrong pad, and it like went too deep in the paint. It like went too deep in the paint. So well, I fixed it. I buffed it. I buffed it and waxed it. I fixed it though. I got it back too.
So you've never like damaged a car beyond like where you couldn't fix?
Oh no.
No.
That's why I got insurance. But no, I haven't.
Did anybody ever see you like scratch their car and freaked out in front of you?
Nah. So a lot of people they try not to be there. They try not to be there to watch me. I'll be wanting them to watch me. I'm not. I work good under pressure. I like them people who anal about their cars because I know I am.
Right.
So I enjoy that. When somebody be like, you see that you got that or you got that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like,
Now, is your job a job where you're expected to tip, meaning that the person is expected to give you a tip? Say you charge $100. I don't know what you charge to detail a car. You're charging them $100. Is it expected to tip? Like, are you mad if you don't get a tip?
No. Because my price is my price. My prices are my prices, and I'm not really mad because it's like it's like I got paid, and if they felt like they needed a tip, they would tip. So most of the time, people don't tip if they don't got it. It'd be something like it'd be mostly that they probably don't have it or something, or they just not a person who tip. I feel like waitress, like this deserve tips. I
Yeah.
feel like they, they deserve if they doing their job right.
Mm.
Stuff like that.
I've given, less good tips to bad waitresses. Like, if it's an average waitress, they probably almost get the same amount as a good waitress. But if you're a bad waitress, it's almost impossible to be a bad one.
Yeah,
Like, all you have to do is like, do you want another beer? If it's breakfast, do you want another coffee? I know if you're busy, it's harder. My mom's a waitress, so I get it. And I know when a waitress is just being a bitch,
right,
and when they're not being a bitch and they're just terrible at their job.
yeah. It's sometimes I ain't gonna lie to you. I just a woman. She like she opened my eyes to this because she opened my eyes to what you just told me because one time I took a girl out whatever and like the waitress was bad, so I didn't tip her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? But knowing like that industry and how that go, and like she opened my eyes. She was like, "Yo, like they really don't, they still don't get paid." She probably was having a bad day. Like it's always good to still tip them because they really don't make a lot of money. They got split tips up and all that stuff like that. So now even if a waitress is being I give them something.
It was funny. If I get a beer, no matter what, I give basically, or a mixed drink, I basically give the same amount. Like if it's like a $5 mixed drink or a $5 beer, you're probably gonna get $1, maybe $2. Right. I feel like there's a lot of work that goes into a mixed drink. I wish I had mixed drinks right now. Ashley's a bartender. Well, she was a bartender in her previous life, and she makes some really good drinks and makes some great food. But I feel like there's not enough tips to bartenders there's almost everybody gives a tip to a bartender. Nobody gives a tip to a waitress necessarily for bad behavior. Bad behavior is a weird way to say it.
Well, bad attitude or whatever.
Yeah. So what's the most like damaged car you've ever had to fix up? Like it's like a 1993 and it's all fucked up. And you're like, why am I fixing this right now? Like it's just a guy who's obsessed with this car. It's like a 1983 Honda, and there's no reason to be paying for it, but you're still fixing up. Does that happen ever?
No, that hasn't happened yet. Me bringing back a older car. No, I'm sorry. So I detail a car. I go to a car dealership and I do their cars, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they had this. I think it was like a 83. It had to have been like an 83 Camaro.
Mm-hmm.
And this joint was beat up. Like, it was in good condition, but I'm talking about as far as being dirty and like it's like real old. It's like been sitting forever.
Rusted and shit.
Huh?
Was it rusted?
A little bit, but it was just like, yeah, it was just like I was saying. It was like one of them cars that just been sitting forever.
Mm-hmm.
So I end up detailing that, and I bring that back. I end up buffing it, waxing it, stuff like that. Man, when I was done with it, it didn't. It looked like a like how they refix them cars up. It looked like they already did it. But yeah, like that's probably the only car. But I didn't. If you want to go to like the worst car I ever did, if you want to go to that, then that's a whole. I detailed the car, right, that had a whole family of roaches in there.
How many roaches are in the family? Like how many roaches were there? We talking extended cousins? We talking about 4 or 5?
No, we talking about extended cousins, grandmama on the mom and the dad side.
Do you just vacuum those things up, or how do you get them out of there?
Yeah, it was vacuuming them up, man. I charged that lady like $500.
So you saw what it looked like. You said $500 like right now.
I'm exaggerating. I actually charged it 4. I actually charged it like 400 because the car was like, bruh, I'm telling you.
Is it like McDonald's bag? I hate when I get in somebody. Look, all right, so my car, the back seat, is basically my dog's. Like, back seat's my dog. So if you're getting back there, I'm gonna clean it before you get there. It's not gonna be all covered in slobber and shit, unless I don't know you're getting in my car.
Right.
Shotgun seat, there's nothing there. It's clean. There might be some slobber on the back of the shotgun seat, but that's gonna be clean. If I get in somebody's car and there's McDonald's bags and trash in it, I automatically think way less of the person because how are you so lazy that you can't pick up like a McDonald's? Say you stop to get McDonald's, you can't pick the fucking bag up?
Right.
Like, I judge. So a dirty house, if you have kids and shit, is understandable. A dirty car is, I can never understand it. It like skeeves me to like, I'm like sitting in there just like, oh, this is fun. Like, I don't know how you get to that point where you just don't care about your car.
Yeah. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I can't sit in. I can't sit regular in a dirty car. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's the same thing. Like the crib, like my house. Like I can't just like chill in the crib dirty. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna be comfortable. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be comfortable. Like, no, granted, I have my lazy days sometimes, but it don't last that long. My lazy days, I can't, you know, I get up and I'll be like, you know, I gotta clean this shit. I have to. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Do you live on your own?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have like other people fucking your shit up.
Nah. Cause that's why my house don't really be that bad because it's just me. So, yeah, man.
I've done the roommate thing many times, and every time I was always the only one that cleaned, and it drove me insane. Now I've had girls for like the past like 5 years of my life, so they've always done a majority. But I'm not dirty. Like, I clean up after myself. If there's dishes in the sink, that shit's getting done. Like, it's either getting done right now or it's soaking. If it's something that I can't clean right now,
Right.
I can't stand a dirty dish will drive me insane. Like, you just got done putting peanut butter on a peanut butter jelly sandwich. You just put your peanut butter knife in the fucking sink.
Yeah, no.
Rinse it off, bro.
Yeah.
I have a dishwasher. You can rinse it off and put it in the dishwasher.
Right.
Like, these are things that drive me insane.
No, I did the roommate thing one time, bro, and I don't think I would ever do that again. Because one, you don't know how the other person mind. Like, you don't know how
A person is until you live with them.
exactly. That is like the
There's no way to know how somebody really is.
Exactly. And then cause it's all like he and her in the beginning, but like once they start getting comfortable.
I remember I've always, like I said, for a long time I've had roommates, and I remember I used to be the only one that would like clean the shower. Like, every Sunday was like my cleaning day. Like, I would vacuum, I would clean the shower, do all that shit. And I would make it sound like a whole production. I was like, like, I'm cleaning the fucking shower. I've never had a roommate come out and be like, hey, you need help? Never fucking once, bro. Like, I'll put it on a whole show here. Obviously, you should be doing something,
right.
Not a fucking thing. Dudes are assholes. I'm going to get another beer. You want one?
Yep.
Which one?
What you got? Oh, I'll take another one of these. I ain't gonna lie, these joints.
You got it? You like them now?
Yeah, these joints are.
When I was on your podcast, that is being released, I think this Tuesday, you said?
Yep.
This Tuesday, check out all the rap podcasts. I'll be on there. You'll see me get drunk as shit in the beginning because it wasn't your fault, but nobody recorded it for the first like 3 takes. And in the beginning, it was like, I'm going to chug a beer every time. And nobody recorded. Now, we are brother podcasts. Yep. I mean, one brother does one thing, the other brother has to do the other thing. So I think that you and me should chug a beer together.
Chug a beer?
Yeah. You can fill it up in the mug if you want.
Is it the rest of this?
I was going to go with a full. I chugged like 3 beers in like 10 minutes for you. Probably 5 minutes.
But you know, I don't really drink the beers, but I'll chug it with you.
Let's fill up the Love and Them What mugs that will be on sale shortly. Not yet. Gotta get them going. Waiting for my website to be a year old so I can re-up. And I'm going to start selling merch nonstop. But
Okay.
But we can keep talking until these this foam goes down because shit happens. But you know what? While we wait, we should get into the bitches be crazy clip of the week.
Got your back, Jack. Bitches be crazy. Bitches be crazy. Crazy. Bitches be crazy. Bitches be crazy. Got your back, Jack. Bitches be crazy.
Why are you gonna light my car? I just fucking got it. Why are you gonna light it on fire? Why? Look, I have nothing now. I have nothing. You lit my car on fire. You take my family away from me. Now you light my car on fire. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Look what that is. That's all I fucking had. That's where the fuck I sleep and you light that shit on fire. Are you fucking kidding me?
You left your cigarette.
No, I didn't. A cigarette would not cause that.
Yeah, it
No,
was.
it wouldn't.
You left it by the center console.
Yeah, I left it by the center console, yeah? I really did. Yeah? I have both of them.
World Star.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep fucking that because you lit my
World
fucking
Star.
car on
You
fire.
can't just say
How
that.
the fuck am I not supposed to be yelling?
Say World Star.
Did I got shit now? That's how I get to work. That's how I get to work. No.
World Star.
You're fucking going to jail. You lit my fucking car on
This is
fire.
going on World
Fuck
Star.
you. Are you fucking kidding me?
Did someone call it?
I called it.
This guy is? The guy. Call him. Ain't going on number.
There it goes. No, it already did go. Tell him not to go over there. Hey, no.
Turn your own car off. He said turn your own car
How would you feel? What's done is done. What's done is done. What's done is done.
I'm not gonna go blow up. Are you crazy?
It's done. You lit it on fire.
Nobody goes.
You just lit my car on fire.
Yeah.
You did. Don't touch me. It's just lit my car on fire.
Hasn't been that
Why
long,
am I
really.
gonna
It
try to
seems
be
like
nice
it,
to
but
you? Calm down.
It's not city gas station.
That's crazy.
Now, do you believe her or him? She's saying, I didn't light your car on fire. It was your cigarette.
I don't know, because from her energy, it seemed like she didn't, or she just being real nonchalant. Like,
She, oh yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
I thought her energy made it seem like she did it more just because she was like, no, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
uh,
But I really
she
couldn't
was
tell.
too cool for me. Like, she was too like why are you hollering? Like, I didn't like. So it was just like, so that's what made me think like she probably didn't really do it, or she, I don't know. But that is crazy. If she did, that's crazy. That is fucking crazy.
Have you ever had like a crazy ex that would do something like that? Like, what's your like baddest breakup?
I never really. So I'm a little bit like you, Justin. I was single for most of my life, right?
Right.
You know, I like I said, we was talking about on All the Rap podcast, that like I had a couple situations that, I tried it with a couple women, and they didn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
So I always had that mindset in my head, like, man, I'm gonna just fuck these bitches. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean. So it really was just my whole life. It really was just like all like situationships. Like it was just like through my life. I haven't really been in a like a real serious like my dad. I just reconnected with my dad not too long ago. Found him in Arizona, so I went down there and we chopped it up.
How did you find your dad, and how long was he out of your life for?
Man, last time I seen my dad, I was 4 years old. I'm 29 now.
Was it like a type of like I'm going to get cigarettes thing, or
No, it wasn't a go and get cigarettes thing, but it's funny. It's kind of like it. Well, he actually told my mom that he was leaving. He told me this. He said that it was he needed to leave, like, the area, because he felt like, he was doing bad there. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So he felt like, all right, I need to change change my scenery or whatever. So he actually told my mom. But yeah, I ain't seen him since that day. Since the day he said I'm leaving.
you haven't spoke to him
Never
since?
spoke to him. Like, his side of the family I'm close with, but they haven't even he just went over there and didn't speak the note. Like, he just like,
How did you find him?
so I can find anybody.
I was a PI before this, so once upon a time. How did you find him? Social media or?
Well, a lot of different ways, man. I know people that can find people.
That sounds. I know people.
Yeah, no, yeah. So, like, yeah, it was a lot of different ways. It was a little social media, people, being, connect. Like, I knew people who know people, like, and I eventually found him. And what he said, the reason, what he said was, it was like when we was talking or whatever, like once we got cool, once we, smoothed everything out.
What was like the first? I'm guessing it was a message on Facebook or something.
No, I actually just popped up on him. He didn't know I was coming.
You just showed up in Arizona?
I just showed up in Arizona at his door. I knocked on his door, and he was the one that came to the door.
Did he know who you were when he saw you?
The first reaction when I knocked on the door, I said, "Is you Lawrence Brooks, right? That's his name, right?" So he like, yeah. So before I even get to say my name, like, and he just like start hugging me, hugging me real tight. So he knew who I was when he first came up, and he said it. He said, I knew who you was. Like, you mean, like, when I first opened the door, I knew who you was. So he just was like he was just hugging me, real tight.
Did you hug back?
Huh?
Did you hug him back?
Yeah, but after a while, it started getting weird because it was like,
was he like crying or was it?
Yeah, it was like he was crying, and then he just was like hugging me. Then he like got down and on his knees, and he just like, oh, like this is crazy, like it was some crazy shit. And then I didn't even know it was his birthday. It actually was his birthday that day.
That's crazy.
Like, he born on the leap year, like in February and shit. Like, so, like, I actually came that day. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So it was just crazy. But yeah, like, we talked it out.
Does he have a family there? Does he?
Yeah, he got a family there. He actually he be giving me little pointers here and there, because, like I said before on the last part on my podcast, that like I never really like connected with a white girl, and he actually he have a white girl.
No, wait. Does your mom feel some type of way because he left? I'm assuming your mom's black, correct?
Right.
Does he feel some type of way because he left for a white? He got a
No,
white family.
She actually good. No, she actually good. She everybody is really just happy that he's all right. He's good. So, and I actually was the bridge to connect his family back to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, if I wouldn't have never did that, they would have never talked to him.
How long ago was this?
This was probably like last year sometime. I just came back from there probably about a month ago. I went there again and we chilled and all that. Like, I go there like here like.
But what made you want to find him?
I always had questions, man. I always had questions like I was tired of people saying, Daniel, you look just like him and stuff like that. Like I was just my whole life I was hearing this. Yo, you look just like him, man. You stand just like him, or you doing. You feel what I'm saying? And or he was this type of person. He was this type of person. So I wanted to see for myself. And then that's not the only thing. The other thing is that to be honest, man, I don't think a lot of people understand this, but when you missing a parent,
Mm-hmm.
you feel what I'm saying? You grow up with this hole like in you. You feel what I'm saying? Like you might not think because you just living life and everything going on, but you grow up with this hole in you, and it's like, you know, me, I wanted to fill that hole. I wanted to, you feel what I'm saying? And I felt like that was the right thing to do for some reason, because what he told me, he said, yo, man, this whole time, for all these years, like, man, I've been sick. Like, he said, like, once, like, when I did that, man, every time I talk to you on the phone, it's just like, it's like I'm getting better and better. He said, man, like the way he felt, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you feel what I'm saying? Every day, every single day. He like, man, when I would watch commercials and it'd be like a man playing with his son, he said, I think about you and shit. So that's when I knew it was real. I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? This probably really, this is real. And that probably was, you know, the reason why, like, you feel what I'm saying? You know, like, you know, I'm a little spiritual, so I think about this. I think that God made me, you know, put the strength in me to go and do that, because, you know, that needed to happen. He didn't talk to his mom. Imagine, right? Imagine you moved to Arkansas, right? And you never talk to your mom again. Well, not again, but you haven't. You moved to Arkansas and you stay there for about 15, 16 years, and you ain't talked to your mom in 16 years.
Shit, I talk to my mom every day. I lived in Vegas and Germany, all kinds of places. Talk to her almost every day. I moved back to Delco, and I haven't talked to her in like a year.
How do that feel?
I mean, if she wanted to, so what happened was, my girlfriend Ashley made a post on Facebook, which is something so stupid. It's just us wanting to, you know, we were getting ready to go to the Poconos. Her nieces are very close in our lives. It was a picture of the nieces, and it was like, we're going to the Poconos. And my nephew was coming the next day. So it's not like he wasn't there. And my mom posted, like, don't forget he has a nephew too, or some shit like that. But it upset my girlfriend a lot because she just wanted, you know, my family to love her. So then, you know, if my girl cries, I'm going to get annoyed. I'm going to get mad. And I have no hatred towards my mother, but disrespect to my girlfriend, disrespect to me.
Yeah.
Like, if you ain't going to apologize, keep fucking moving then. Like, if you don't understand that you did wrong and you should apologize, I don't know what else to say to you.
Right.
I mean, it'd be cool if she came over, but I don't have time for drama in my life.
Right.
Like, I only want positivity in my life.
Yeah, me too.
Anything that's negative, I can cut that shit out.
Yeah, I'm the same way. But one thing I want to tell you though, man, is that life is really too short. Like it's really too short for us to have these petty arguments with our family and shit like that. I just like me, I try to I don't go see my family too much, but I try to keep good relationships with everybody because, like, you never know. So it's like, man, I just, you know, like, I try to, you know, keep everything good, and all them little things that we not talking to each other, like, for like, cause this that's not, you're not the only person that go through that. Like, I done been in certain situations with a family member and not talked to them for years and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? And it was something little and petty. You feel what I'm saying?
I never wanted to not talk to anybody, but at a certain point, like, people especially women in my family, will call me, hang up on me all the time, yell at me. Like I just answer my phone. Hey, I need you to do this. I'm like, well, I'm busy right now, and then they would just hang up. All the time. Happens all the time. I'm disrespected. Like I was disrespected all the time. So now when I get it's not necessarily me getting disrespected, it's my girl getting disrespected. I don't have time for this shit.
Right.
Like, I'm 30 years old. Am I going to continue to be disrespected by people in my family for no reason?
Right.
No. I still love them and I want to talk to them, but I'm not gonna be the fucking person you call just to yell at. Like I'm a grown ass man.
Right.
You ain't gonna yell at me. It ain't gonna happen. Speaking of, let's chug this beer, bro. And then I definitely gotta take a piss.
Me too.
You okay, bro?
Ugh.
I'm gonna be peeing when I come back out. Hopefully he's gone.
All right.
Do you feel different? See, and I had to do like 3 of those things for the beginning of your podcast.
I've never fucking did that before.
You've never chugged a beer before? No. What is this world that we live in that you do not chug beers? Oh, I got so many questions when you come back out. I can't believe he's never chugged a single beer in his life. Are you good, bro? That's the first time you've ever chugged a beer? Dame's saying that's his first time ever chugging a beer. You've definitely... Do you have any white friends? Dame has no white friends. Did you go to college or anything?
Nah.
Oh, man. What, you go to all black high school too?
Yup.
Damn, I can't believe you've never chugged a beer.
Never chugged the beer.
I mean, how do you feel right now?
Oh, I feel cool, man.
I feel like it's the first time smoking weed with somebody.
Yeah.
How different was it than drinking a beer? Like, was it?
It was intense. Like, no, cause it's like, damn, like I had to stop. What's going on here, bro? Like it was like, damn, like I had to stop. Like, hold up. This shit definitely not like drinking juice.
Oh shit! Oh, so did you look like your dad? By the way, when you showed up, when you saw him, you're like,
Yeah, it was weird.
Somebody else is as tall as skinny as you in the world.
Yeah, because it was like my uncle was telling me, like, 'cause my uncle was like real close. He like raised my dad.
Mm-hmm.
So he always tell me like, bro, you look just like him. He said the day he see you, man, he's gonna drop down because it's like y'all really look exactly alike. And it's when I walked to that door and that seen him, I'm like, damn, he looked just like me. His beard just gray, and he got a bald head. Yeah,
I have some gray in my beard. I'm not your father, but bro, I've found like 1 or 2 gray beard hairs before.
Yeah, me too. I had one. I cut that shit off.
I got like 6 or like I can't stop them now. They just keep coming in. I'm only 30 years old. I mean, I've been cutting my hair since a very young age to bald, like probably 12 or 13.
Yeah.
I always thought hair was gay. That's a weird way to call it. But I was like, I don't want to have like hair. My hair was blonde, so it made me even feel more feminine. It's a weird thing to care about. I'm 12 years old. Like, I don't look like a little bitch. And Stone Cold was a huge idol of mine growing up.
Yeah, I fucking love Stone Cold, bro.
My favorite, like
Stone Cold is Stone Cold, then is Undertaker, then is The Rock for me.
Oh shit! So Stone Cold's number 1?
Yeah,
bro. I would
Stone Cold.
Oh, I would love to meet like literally the reason. Like, there's some people who raise you, like TV raises you.
Yeah.
And like no matter
TV
how much you
raising,
don't
yeah.
watch TV, if you do watch a little bit of TV, somebody on there is gonna raise you.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you ever watch Boy Meets World, or was that's a little bit after your time? I think.
Ye-
Maybe you. I don't know. Do you know Boy Meets World at all?
Yeah, I know. I think I haven't really. I didn't get into it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Feeney was somebody on there that raised me, but Stone Cold is really probably the person that raised me. More
I
than
can tell from the Bears, man.
Oh, I would never dude, I've dressed up as Stone Cold for Halloween. It was the drunkest I've ever gotten.
Yo,
Like, you think the hot girl at the bar gets free drinks? When you walk in, and I had a lot of muscle at the time when I was skinny, bald head, I had a goatee. When you walk into a bar as Stone Cold, every guy, girl, everybody wants to drink with you. If you don't take a shot,
did you have a 316 shirt?
Yeah, I had the
Yeah.
vest, I had the jorts, the jean shorts on,
with
the knee
with the
brace,
jaw.
bro. Like,
Yo.
I'll tell you, I've never been drunker in my life. Like, I walked into a bar, within 15 minutes, I had to chug like 10 beers, take shots with people. I was covered in beer. Like I got there at 8 o'clock. By 9 o'clock, I was like stumbling, mumbling. I was like, I got to get the fuck out of here. And it was a Halloween party. So they're like, you're going to win the Halloween contest, like guaranteed. They're like, you're going to win. I can't remember. Let's say it was $500. Like, if you stay here until midnight, it's $500. I was like, I would pay $500 to leave right now. I'm too drunk. Like, I was so drunk. I have to leave. And
I feel you.
I went to a Halloween party dressed the same way. And one of my buddies was the Ultimate Warrior, which it was like before Stone Cold. So that was like the 90s. Do you know who Ultimate Warrior is?
No, I don't know what that is, but
That's another wrestler who was really big. And then somebody else at the party was a ref. So I was like, yo, what we have to do is I have to give you a stunner and pin you. And then we have to hit the fucking music. And I got laid that night. Not by a guy. I was going to say, I feel like I'm talking about a lot of guys here. But a girl at the party. It was awesome. But,
dog, that music, I used to fucking love that shit. Like when they do the Jones, right? You know when they with the part where they like somebody talking and like you don't know that Stone Cold about to come out.
Yeah.
And then music
that
just like,
glass breaks, bro.
That shit was like
me and Robbie, the guy who owns the
fucking
studio,
love that shit.
we used to find like empty beer bottles and just fucking like, bro, there are so many fucking flat tires from 2000 to 2004 or whatever it was, whenever Stone Cold was this biggest and we were old enough to go out by ourselves. We were breaking beer bottles. I'm telling you, we would just pick up a case of beer bottles and just fucking fucking kick car doors. Like, fuck yeah! Like, Jet Li was cool, but like fucking Stone Cold with that fucking, like, there's no better soundtrack.
And then like he used to win. When he win, I used to love, like, he get on the jaw, he get on the ropes. That shit was like,
yo,
fucking, throw the fucking, who used to throw the beer? Like, who used to throw him the
dude,
beer? Like,
he has his own podcast now, by the way. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know he had his own.
He has his own podcast. He has a TV show. I don't think I like Stone Cold now, though. I'm pretty sure he's a Trump guy, which is a huge no for me. Like, if you can fall into that shit, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. But Stone Cold still is one of the people who raised me in my life. Yeah. Like, I don't think there's anyone bigger.
Me, I'm a type person, right? I don't really look too much in people's personal thinking, like, because like I like your work. You feel what I'm saying? I don't really want to look too much in your personal and what you think, because most of them guys, man, they don't like people like me. But I love Stone Cold because he was a badass motherfucker. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Motherfucker. Like, a lot of people.
I used to love that shit. Yeah. Like, real rap. Like, I used to love that shit, man. Like, all the shit he used to do when he brung the fire truck out.
He had the beer. He came out with the beer truck and fucking got Vince McMahon in the Rock.
Yo.
Bro, like this. Yeah, there was nobody better in the late 90s and early 2000s.
Oh, I used to love that shit, man. I'm telling you.
Remember when Mike Tyson came on? And like, bro, there was nobody tougher. Like, even Mike Tyson like bowed down to Stone Cold because it's fucking Stone Cold.
Stone Cold stunner Trump.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, Stone Cold stunner Trump.
And I saw an interview with him talking about that. He's like, I always respect Trump because he took a stunner, which makes sense to me. So if somebody comes to my podcast and I don't necessarily agree with what you say, but if you were to come on here, I would have to have respect because you're gonna put a lot of yourself out there right now.
Yeah,
Like you're putting a lot of your personal life out there here right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have respect for it. But
Yeah.
I mean, so speaking of Stone Cold, top 3 guests that you could have on All the Rap, who would they be? You want me to go mine first?
Like living right now.
Let's go living and then let's go dead.
All right, so 3 for living and 3 for dead.
Yeah. I'll go my 3 living.
Yeah, go ahead.
Stone Cold's number 1. Goes without saying. I mean, again, he raised me. 2, Lil Dicky.
You like Lil Dicky?
I do not like Lil Dicky. I love Lil Dicky. You know he grew up not that far from here, right?
For real?
He grew up in north of Philly.
He did say he
Yeah.
Yeah. He I think his people's got a cheesesteak place down South Philly.
Robbie's brother-in-law. His mom tutored Lil Dicky in math.
For real?
Yeah. I talk about Lil Dicky a lot on this podcast because I love what he does.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I don't really I don't follow him, but this freestyle that he did, he fucked that joint up.
Which one on fucking
freestyle that he did on
Sway in the Morning?
Sway in the Morning.
Which one? He's done a few, bro.
No, not the one where they in the room and they just sitting in the high chairs. Not that one.
Mm-hmm.
The one where he just sitting with Sway, and he be like he try to act like he acting like he don't really know that he about to he on some nonchalant shit, but he fucked that joint up.
Have you seen Dave?
Right, the one where he said the line about Michelle Obama, where he said that line.
Say it again. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That when he said that, he fucked that joint up. That's the only Lil Dicky
Have you ever seen Dave? His show?
No.
He has his own show now. Second season's about to come out. First season,
the one that Kevin Hart I think produced, right?
Yes, it's fucking fire. Yeah. There's he has all new musicians and he's just so funny innately. He's just a funny dude. I talk about him nonstop. So I mean, go basically to any episode, and I promote Dave. Lil Dicky, please come on. Number 3, Eminem. So those are my 3: Stone Cold, Lil Dicky, Eminem. All right, now your 3 living.
My 3 living would be Jay-Z. The guy that owns Fubu.
Oh, Damian William. I can't remember.
I forget his name, but he on Shark Tank.
Yeah. I know who you're talking
Him.
about.
And
now is it those 2 already because of their entrepreneurship?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just got a lot of questions for Jay-Z, because he's an artist, and that's kind of really what my podcast is about. It's if I can get somebody that's real talented like that and smart, it's okay, because I love music,
mm-hmm.
and it's if you are an entrepreneur too, you could teach me some stuff, or you could teach my listeners some stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
That's what my podcast really about.
You know who Dave Grohl is? He was the drummer for Nirvana. You know Nirvana, right?
I know Nirvana, but I don't know.
So Dave Grohl, he has a show now on HBO, I think. I can't remember whatever it's on. I think it's actually Paramount. He interviews people and bands and talking about growing up being musicians. And, even the Beatles, they would talk about how much they farted in the van going from show to show. Even the fucking Beatles. So, Jay-Z is, part of that, rap. If rap were to have Beatles, it would be, Eminem, Jay-Z, Nas. I think Method Man would probably be in there. DMX. I mean, DMX is dead now. But there's,
I'm trying to think. That's my third one, though.
You don't have a third one?
No, it's it's so hard because we got 3, bro. It's
yeah.
It's only...
Now, I normally give 5, but once you get to 5, it gets to 13 different people.
Yeah, all right. All right, my third one. third person I want to interview is Kanye.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd be scared. Well, it'd be good for content.
I feel like it would be I feel like it would be extremely good because the questions I got from him, the questions that I would have for him would really expose who he really is.
It would make
Because
me-
the person who I think he is not who the person that everybody else think he is.
I think it would make me nervous to interview him because I would like him less. I feel like the answers he would give, I would like him less. And Dave Chappelle is also really high up on my list, by the way. But I feel like
I got a hell of a list, but you only picked 3.
I know.
So
And Dave Chappelle's really, if I had a comedian, it would be Dave Chappelle. That'd be the interview I would want. All right, Dead. I'll go with mine. Abraham Lincoln. Adolf Hitler, just because I want to show him what the fuck he fucked up.
Yeah.
And let's think of the question, like, and he would always be super aggressive in his answers, like, "Hey, how you doing today?" "Yes, I am great." Like, no matter what, it's always fucking crazy. Lincoln, Hitler. Those are 2 weird people to say side by side.
Yeah, that's weird as shit. Go ahead.
Ben Franklin. I love Ben Franklin. We're right outside of the city of Philadelphia, by the way. If you don't know, Delaware County is right outside of Philadelphia. And Dame is himself from Philadelphia.
Yes. Yep.
Who you got for Dead?
All right, so my Dead list that I would love to interview.
No personal family members, just because it makes no sense.
Right. Exactly. This is all the people that I look up to, that I wish that I could get an interview by. Nipsey Hussle. Michael Jackson.
Hee. Hoo hoo.
And Nipsey Hussle, Michael Jackson, and
I mean, is Kobe Bryant there just because it's so fresh?
no, Kobe Bryant is there because he has so much to teach us.
He's one of those people who died way too young.
He died way too young, and he has so much to teach us.
Is that number 3? I didn't mean to answer for you.
That is number 3. I was trying to. It's so many people that I was trying to find the right person, and that is the right person. Kobe Bryant is the right person, man. If you look at all his interviews and just pay attention to his life, it motivates you, man. And I would love to interview him to really to feel that, to feel that energy that he brought out. That mama mentality. That shit is serious. That's because for you to be locked in on something, like locked in on your goal into accomplishing your goal, like that shit is big. So like all that, I would love to interview him, but I can't now. But that's a person that I would love to interview.
He was super smart too. He spoke like 4 languages or something.
Yeah.
I mean, he grew up in Philly, went to France, spoke
He
fluent
lived in
French.
France, yeah.
He spoke fluent French. All right, it's just there's certain people I would love to interview, like, but I still feel like I think Stone Cold or Lil Dicky are like still my top 2, even above Ben Franklin. Like Stone Cold, Lil Dicky. I love Lil Dicky, and Lil Dicky's. If you have
shit, you kind of like you got to make them connections. You probably can get an interview with him.
Not nearly big enough yet. I need more. I've tried to message him, doesn't respond, but I don't know how to work. I'm not very good at social media.
Me either.
I'm terrible at social media.
I'm terrible. Me and you, Justin, man, we probably the same people, man. I'm terrible at social media.
Whose beard do you think is better?
What?
Whose beard is better?
I think my beard's better.
I think my beard's better. Oh shit! Speaking of that, let's get into the game called Would You Rather. Have you played this game before? You ever heard of it?
I heard of it.
So
I
it's
don't play it
basically
too much, but I heard.
I give you two options, and you choose which option you would rather.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go down a little bit to my list just because of what we were just talking about. Would you rather have your picture taken with a Trump hat, with Trump wearing a MAGA hat, and it goes all over social, all over the news, or you lose all your hair on your body?
I would rather take a picture with Trump
While wearing a
that
MAGA.
hat because, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I can capitalize off that.
Meaning you can get more followers?
I can get more followers. I can get more business relationships. Just because, I mean, I think Kanye doing that was just a business. It was just a business move. It wasn't nothing like.
He said slavery was like made up or something.
Yeah,
That was not a business move. There's no business in saying slavery was made up.
because slavery, if you really think about it, actually was made up.
What does that mean?
Huh?
What do you mean?
It was made up.
What does that mean?
It means that a couple of white motherfuckers got together and was like,
No, but he's saying that it was fake. Like, that never happened, is what he said.
but maybe he was thinking like that though. Maybe he was thinking like a couple white people got together and they made this up. Like, okay, let's go get some niggas from Africa or whatever the case may be.
Oh, you are reaching. You're grasping for straw. You are doing whatever you can to defend Kanye for saying slavery was fake.
But no, I'm not trying to defend him. I'm just saying, like, people got to think in other ways, not just the way that the media put out stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like me, I don't watch the news and be like, oh, that's the truth. Okay, I'm going with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? It's like you gotta look at stuff from every angle, and that's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And I know everybody don't do that, and I know when I talk, it might seem like, I'm being on some, I'm trying to defend people and stuff like that. But no, it's just me. I'm trying to think at all angles.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? That might not just be, that might not just be it. You feel what I'm saying? He might not be this guy. He might not be this guy that's trying to support Trump. He might be trying to do it for a better cause. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. But this is just what I'm thinking in my head, and I'm just giving you that. That's all.
Okay. All right. Would you rather everything you ate be super spicy or everything you drank was super sour?
I am so mad. I'm going to tell you some shit. I'm so mad that I didn't bring my motherfucking tripod because I wanted to record some of this. But
it's being recorded by two different cameras.
I know, but I wanted some of this footage. But you say it again. Say the question again. I'm sorry.
Everything you ate is super spicy, or everything you drank is super sour. So you get done running or doing whatever you can do, exercising, and then you're like, you know what? I need a good drink of water, and then you go to the water fountain, and it's just where everything you ate is just so spicy, you're sweating the whole time. I mean, you're already skinny, so you don't need to worry about too much of like eating. Like you don't have a problem with eating.
I'm trying to think, bro. I think spicy food. I'm like a person where I don't enjoy spicy food.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't like.
What about like
I can't enjoy
Frank's Red Hot? Is that too spicy for you?
I can't. Huh?
Is like hot sauce too? Like is it like Frank's Red Hot? Is that too spicy for you?
I don't use hot sauce, so it's not really, because I don't me as far as like I like to like really taste my food. Like you really taste my food, and I'm not really like a spicy person because I like to really enjoy my food.
Mm-hmm.
Like when the shit's spicy, I can't enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'd probably rather a sour drink.
A sour drink every time. I mean, you're drinking water more than you're eating, probably.
Yeah.
And every time you're.
I'm doing that anyway. Even if I do spicy, I'm still doing that.
All right. I have to pee real fast. Come back, grab us some more beers. If you want to promote, let's say you can promote your car detailing business while I pay.
Okay.
Go. That's your camera right there.
All right, yeah. So look,
Harper's Mobile Detailing. Soon to be Harper's Auto Detailing. Check that out. Instagram is Harper's Mobile Detailing. It's spelled just like that on Instagram. I would love if y'all check it out. The work is on there. I do great work. Yeah, so we come to you. I'm actually about to start doing pickup and drop off service. So I can pick your car up. Yeah, I mean my team, we can pick your car up and drop it off. Or you can drop it off and I can bring it to you. So, just give us a holler and we'll be there.
I pee a lot. Got a horse. Got a big old horse stick. You know how horses piss. So I noticed the business name. Is that your last name?
That's my last name.
Is your last name the same as your birth father's name?
No.
It's your mother's name.
My name, yeah. I mean, she, I don't know. I don't think she had that much faith in him. She probably knew he was gonna leave. That's why she didn't give me his last name.
Were your parents married?
No.
No. Were they? Do you know how long they were together before you were conceived?
No.
You never asked your parents this?
No.
What do you and your dad your birth father talk about now?
He really just we really just in a stage, man, where he just really just trying to get to know me. Like, because the last time we talked, he was just asking me all these questions and he just was like, man, I'm just trying to figure out how you tick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's you like, you feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I guess he watched, my social medias and stuff like that, and he just like, all right, see what I'm doing. But he want to really figure out like what makes me mad, what what makes me happy and stuff like that. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's pretty much what our conversations be about. Like shit like that. And then I'll just be telling them what I'm trying to do and stuff like that. And he give me his advice that that he can give me, and
We're definitely I want to get back into this.
Okay, yeah,
a little bit, but we are right in the middle of a game called Would You Rather.
Yes.
So would you rather? This is your scenario. You're single. So
yes.
Would you rather get a girl pregnant on a one night stand, or contract AIDS from a girl on a one night stand?
I would get a girl pregnant.
And it's guaranteed that she's keeping it. It's not, you can't abort this.
No, I would get a girl pregnant. You got me fucked up. I'm getting a girl pregnant. Fuck that. All day.
But again, with AIDS, you could live for
No, I don't give no, man.
But you have to fuck that one girl for the rest of your life, basically. Or other AIDS. How do AIDS people meet each other? That's gotta be are you just like hitting a Magic Johnson like, hey, who have you had sex with recently? Like, who can you meet with? There has to be like a dating website for people with STDs, right? Or is that just something that I don't really know.
Like how? Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good way to. How do they meet? Is because it's like, do they when they beat somebody? Do they tell them from the rip and then and then they just be like, okay? Then the other person just be like, okay.
Speaking of that, why are there not like cures? Like coronavirus was cured within a year.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is there not cures for STDs or
Because
cancer? Like,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
here we go. Conspiracy theory, go.
I'm gonna tell you right now. It's big money. It's big money in
Medications.
AIDS medication, AIDS medicine. You got to think about it. Why would I give you a cure? Why would I give you a cure when I can make this amount of people? Let's say out of 100%, 75% of people pay money for the rest of their fucking life
Mm-hmm. It's like the cigarettes.
every month. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I think it is like promoted and all that, because it's a business.
So, by going by that logic, you think that people are necessarily evil, or you think people necessarily are good? Because you're saying that people want you to pay money for the rest of their life. You are saying that basically people don't want the best for you; they want the best for themselves. Do you think people are evil or
HIV
good?
is a man-made disease.
Oh, come on now. You think a man-made HIV?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Why would they make HIV?
To capitalize off it.
You think diseases are made to make money off of it?
Yeah.
So, do you think cancer is the same way?
Yeah.
How would
Well, they say no, not well. Cancer. They say we already have like cancer cell or some type of cells in our body
Mhm.
that I think doing certain things that we wake up
Mhm.
and then we develop cancer from that.
What about like diabetes?
Diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
Same thing. You wake up with it. You drink too many beers.
I mean, no. I mean, it's like like if you consuming too much sugar,
Mm-hmm.
then you get it because
Mhm.
it's like you I forget what it is.
So what makes
I'm
AIDS?
weird.
What makes AIDS different than diabetes then? If diabetes is not man-made and AIDS is, what makes them different? Why would it be different?
Why would it be different?
Yeah.
Because it's like, how can you just come up with like HIV? Like it's like, and then I think coronavirus is man-made.
Oh, actually, there's an investigation going on right now into if it was man-made in the lab, but I don't think it was.
Because look, how if it wasn't man-made, right?
Mm-hmm.
How can they do the research and how can they do the research and have a vaccination for it that quick?
Well,
First of all, you have to do the research and you have to test. You have to test what you have before you even put it out to the public, right?
So I think
how did they do it that quick? That's what I want to know.
So I think the problem is that in the beginning of let's say before Corona, there was those people who were anti-vaxxers that were thought of as crazy. Then Corona happened, and suddenly everyone believed the anti-vaxxers. That was just something that suddenly happened. It came out of nowhere. Everyone was like, you know what? Anti-vaxxers aren't crazy. The way they were able to do it was, one, they have computers to simulate things that are going to happen.
Right.
Two, they were able to do every step. Say there's 8 steps in a vaccination process. They were able to do all of those simultaneously. Let's do all 8 steps right now. I do think there's something shitty going on with why is cancer not solved yet?
Right.
That should
But
already
that's-
be solved.
but
But I'm
that's what
saying
I'm
coronavirus
saying, but-
specifically.
But if you look, Justin, look at it. Don't look at it like how you looking at it. Look at it like with a different eye. Because it's like,
Because you
why
think
is cancer? Why? Right. Just like you just listen to your question, what you just asked me. Why is cancer? Why didn't cancer have a cure yet? Why do HIV don't have a cure yet?
So you think?
Wait. Why do herpes don't have a cure yet?
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
So going back to the original question.
Why if I contract gonorrhea from a girl, I can get that cured,
Mhm.
right?
So going with that, then they should be able to do that with all diseases.
Exactly.
So So going back to the original question was, do you think people are necessarily good or necessarily evil? Like,
I think that it's good people in the world and it's evil people in the world.
okay, so a little 50-50.
Exactly.
So
It wouldn't be a world if it wasn't 50-50.
do you think you're a good person or a bad person?
I think that I'm a good person.
Do you think I'm a good person or a bad person?
I think you're a good person.
I'm trying to think of like somebody like famous that other people know.
See, me, I go off of energies, bro. I don't go off of what people say out their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I go off of energies.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that you're a good person.
I'm such a good person that if you ever caught me in a like if I were to lie to you for like after like 3 seconds, I'd be, I'm sorry I lied to you. I have and I have a tell right away. If I lie, I itch my neck and I turn my neck like this. I go, I'm sorry I lied to you.
like when I met Rob, I instantly knew that Rob was a good person.
Me and Rob.
That's what
you're talking about the guy who owns the studio.
Yeah, that's what made me like go forward with doing my podcast here, because I'm really about energies. I'm not really about people who just about the money. Like if he was one of them, like to be honest, like if he was one of them white guys, it was just all right. I just want to take your money and just like, you feel what I'm saying. If he was like that, I wouldn't have came back.
That's actually one of my questions coming up, but we are definitely gonna get into that soon about why you chose the studio. All right, so let's go with the back to would you rather. We go off of these. We can see how we answer one question. We go off a tangent for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So would you rather get knocked out in front of your mom? Somebody comes up, knocks you out right in front of your mother, or get caught having sex in front of your pastor?
Get caught having sex in front of my pastor.
Is your pastor? Do you go to church regularly? No,
I don't go to church at all.
So I'm trying to think of like who was like a
person that
like who would be
grandmom or something like.
I was gonna say grandmom. Would you rather your grandmom walk in and you having sex, or your mother sees you get knocked out?
Sex is as me as a man. That's what I'm supposed to do. So my grandma, she would be like, but she will understand.
Okay.
I'm not about to get knocked out in front of my mom. That shit is over. I'm not about to get knocked out.
Have you ever been knocked out before?
Nah.
I had my teeth knocked out and I was dazed, but I never got like knocked out. I did box for a little bit. I don't want to say like I'm not gonna talk myself up like I was crazy into it. I just did it for fun because I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But I couldn't imagine getting knocked out in front of somebody I love. Like I'd rather somebody walk in and see my penis than somebody see me knocked out.
No.
All right.
That's a bad joke.
Would you rather every time you feel the sensation, or every time you talk, you feel like you have to pee, like a crazy piss? Like right now we're talking.
I have to pee right now. Go ahead. like that type of pee too.
So would you rather like you have to pee really? Answer this question, you can pee. Or every time you sit down, you feel like you're about to shit your pants.
You got some crazy questions.
I created all of these, by the way, today.
That's some crazy shit.
And both of these are like, I'm about to piss or I'm about to shit my pants. Like it's not like I got a little tingle.
All right. I would rather piss.
You would rather have the sensation of pissing.
Wait, like, yo, that's different. Like, when you got shit and it's like right there, like, nah, I'd rather piss.
All right, go take a piss, brother.
All right. You got these bears, man. These motherfuckers got me. They got me. Running right through me, man.
So I always piss like 7 or 8 times during the podcast. Who were like, he pees so much. I drink a lot. Right. Before you even get here, I've had like 6 coffees, like 2 Red Bulls. Like I'm drinking nonstop. I'm drinking water. By the way, while he's in the bathroom, I'm doing a thing or this podcast is doing a thing right now. Both me and Theo, if you subscribe to the podcast and you send us proof of subscription and you say subscribed, we will take a shot for every new subscriber. So if you subscribe to the podcast, we will call you out before we take the shot, and we will take the shot right before the podcast starts or during the podcast. So subscribe, and you can see how drunk I can actually get and Theo can actually get. Theo's not here today, but you will then see how drunk we can really get. But I mean, Robbie's a rock guy, by the way, so you can tell the difference between the two of us by him being a rock guy. I'm a Stone Cold guy.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would let him like give me the rock bottom, and then he let me stunner him. Like as kids, like you know what I mean? Like it was just, we would throw each other all fucking.
Yeah, we
off.
Go ahead.
We would throw like he had a house and he had like a shed, and we would put the table out and he would fucking rock bottom me and I would stunner him off there. It was fucking amazing. Like, there was.
Yo, me and my friends, we used to do the same shit, bro. We used to fucking rock bottom it like fucking Triple H do the
Oh,
the jaw.
yeah.
Like I used to
The
like
pedigree.
the pedigree. I used to like Triple H, but he not one of my like. We talking about my favorite. He not one of my favorite wrestlers.
He's like he's good.
Yeah,
but he's like not likable.
Yeah,
He's not a likable guy. The long hair,
yeah.
I was watching that program. What the hell is it called?
I didn't know he really with Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was like that was really his wife.
Yeah. There's a TV show on that I just started yesterday. It's called Behind the Mat, I think, or Beyond the Mat, where they go behind like stories of like wrestling, like Chris Benoit.
For real?
They go like they dive into it. Like there's like Brody Bruiser, like they talk about how he was killed. Like he went to Puerto Rico and some dude stabbed him and he just walked away with like nothing. This is Puerto Rico, like.
Right.
But it's fucking amazing. Like, and they're about to start one for football too. Like beyond the
Football, whatever.
whatever the fuck it's gonna be called.
Yeah.
But it's super interesting. Like
Yeah.
stories about
I
people.
fucking love shit like that.
Yeah.
I love because it be like the people that I looked up to, I be wanting to really see like
Who they are.
Because and then you hear them little stories. Like you hear like, Chris Benoit, like he died or whatever the case may be, and you just like and then when you see somebody like bringing out and they talking about a story, that shit is interesting. Like you want to know because like these people that you used to really you really watch. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you want to see that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
I used to like Mankind too, but he not my favorite.
I was gonna say Mankind is like the host of the show.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh,
Who doesn't
shit.
love Mankind? I got a Socko at home, bro.
Yeah, the sticky sock. Yeah.
Like who didn't get a sock in their fucking mouth in 1998? Like that shit was so fun.
Yo, I actually watched that joint when he got thrown off the cage.
Oh, by Undertaker? Ooh,
yeah,
shit.
we watched that joint, man.
Oh man. So what do you find the most interesting about podcasting? Like
The most interesting thing about podcasting is, to me, I like that I can really be myself. I can really be myself in that I can have guests on and I can really see who they is and really get to know people through podcasting. I know certain people, everybody got their mask that they put up first, but it's like when you ask the right questions, and because I watch podcasts and I listen to podcasts, you know what I'm saying? And, after a while, people can't fake it. So the real start to come out, and that's what I want to see. And that's what I enjoy about podcasting.
what was like the first podcast you listened to that
They got me to.
they got you interested in podcasts?
It can either be 85 South Show podcast or Joe Budden podcast. One of them. It was the first podcast that I listened to, and I was like, "Yeah, I like this."
Do you like
they were
take
just
it?
being themselves, and they just was like all freely. It's just like. By the way, I like the way how you got everything set up. Hope you can help me get mine set up like how this is.
Do you mean like the structure, or do you mean like the physical setup?
I mean the structure, like how you had the little come on thing, the intro little thing, and
How did you like the
thing.
intro song, by the way?
I liked it, man. It's good. It's good. And I like the little segment thing and all that. I like all that. And yeah. So yeah, I like all that. And I want mine to be like that because like I know people at this point tired of hearing me just talk shit. They want to hear different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They want to hear stuff like that. They want to hear little drops and
Yeah.
stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Little
So
audio drops are
that's-
fun.
Yeah. So that's like I hear all that, and that's good, man. That's good. What you doing?
Like you need the continuity where every episode they know something like bitches be crazy clips gonna come up.
Exactly.
A game's gonna come up. A beer's gonna come up for the guest. But there's
Exactly.
also gonna be something different every time.
Mm-hmm.
So you're single now. What is dating like during the pandemic? Like how has that changed the way you're fucking around or?
No. So it changed because like when the pandemic was like serious, like when it was like nobody outside, like when it was like
So March
it
of
was
last
like-
year it happened. So I would say people didn't really take it super serious till like December, I think.
yeah,
Let's say like December.
around that time, it wasn't nobody outside. So nobody was outside. I think I had a couple girls, I mean, already in the stash. So it was like
Oh yeah.
it was cool. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I would just, messing around with them. I'm really a good dude. I don't want it to seem like, I ain't, I'm out here just doing whatever. I'm a good dude, man. I enjoy having fun with the women that I talk to.
Mm-hmm.
But to answer your question, it was cool. Like, I was on Tinder a little bit. I mean, met a few people in there because everybody was going to Tinder. Because it was like everybody was going to Tinder, everybody was going to BLK, everybody was going to Instagram, because it was like nobody was outside. So it was like,
What's BLK?
BLK is like another dating app. It's not. It's
What's
like,
it called? What does BLK mean?
I guess it mean black. I don't fucking know.
I guess it means black. So it's just a bunch of fat white girls on there.
No, it's actually a bunch of black girls on there. There's some white girls on there too. It's just like a date. It's just like a dating app.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
What-
like it's
what do
kind
you-
of like Tinder. It's kind of like Tinder.
What do you think like your most successful dating app is? Like where do you get the most girls from?
Tinder.
Tinder?
Yeah.
Like when I mean success, I mean is like who's like you meet like the best quality of women, not necessarily. So let's say,
Oh, the best quality.
well,
It'll-
all right, what
it'll
is
be
Tinder?
elite.
Does Tinder get you the most sex? Is that what you're saying?
No, so Tinder. I haven't really got a lot of girls off of there. It was just about like 2 or 3 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really like heavy on there like that because I get on there and get off. Like, you
Mhm.
feel what I'm saying? I'm like that person. I'm not, like hanging on there or nothing like that. I like BLK because there's a lot of pretty girls on there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, I got about 2 girls off of there.
Have you fucked any white girls yet?
I fuck with.
I feel like
2
because
white
I feel
girls.
like you talked about where you never had sex with a white girl, and then you
No,
your dad
no,
talked about
No, remember when my last podcast I told you I had sex with 2 white girls in my life.
mm-hmm.
And it was just like real quick. It was like we was at a party and
Mm-hmm.
like that type situation. It wasn't really like I seen them on the street and I pulled them and like we had this connection. I took them out on a date and stuff like
Mhm.
that. Like it never really been like that. It really was just like like real quick situation, like one night stands.
Mm-hmm.
I never really connected with a white girl.
So dating during the pandemic, you just go with just dating apps right now?
I mean, I still go out here and there, so
Mm.
I still meet people. I still meet girls out.
What is that conversation? So again, I was single for most of my life,
Mm.
but it was like pre 2010. What is like dating a girl now like nonchalant? Like is it still like are they I don't really understand like how to date without like being serious anymore because I've been in relationships basically my whole life. Since
All
like
right, so look, because I'm the king of that shit.
the king of what?
The king of dating without a relationship. I mean, the king of being with a girl without a relationship.
King
Because
of
the reason why I say that I'm the king, because this all I did for my whole life.
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like you know more about a relationship than I know. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So and I know about this because it's been me for how many years? Like, for so many years. I done messed up a lot of good situations with girls just because of the mindset I had. I just wanted to fuck the girls when I should have been really trying to build something with somebody, because I done messed up with a lot of good girls. Yeah, I mean, just trying to, like, man, it was a point of time where, like, I used to work at the Philadelphia airport, man. Right?
They have to leave.
I used to work at the Philadelphia airport, right? And, like, my goal at that point, and I was young, but my goal at that point was to try to fuck as many girls as I can in there. Right?
I've been there.
Right?
Yeah.
That was my goal for so many years. Like, when I was there. You feel what I'm saying? It never was like, oh, I'm gonna find me a girl and I'm gonna chill. My head was like, I'm gonna try to fuck as many girls as I can.
Holy shit, I gotta pee, but I have so many questions about that.
Go ahead.
Let's promote your podcast now.
Hey y'all. What's up? Check out all the rap. We on everything. We streaming everywhere. Wherever you get podcasts, we there. iTunes, Spotify. Wherever you get them at, you can listen on your way on the go, on the workout, wherever you want. We there. You can watch on YouTube. You can go to All the Rat TV, and everything is there. My shows is there. You can catch Justin on there on Tuesday. It drops on Tuesday. Yeah, it's a real good interview. So y'all should check it out. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're working in an airport.
Yeah.
How often are you, like, hooking up with girls at an airport? Not the workers. The people who are getting on airplanes. Like, how is that even possible? How does that even happen?
So,
what was your job there, by the way? You don't have to say, like.
Oh, I can say everything. My job there, I was a janitor.
Okay.
And I worked for this company. And we cleaned for the TSA area. So you know how when you go through TSA, all that area we used to clean that. Yeah, I would see, girls that's going places and stuff like that, and I would get a few. I didn't really get as many of the passengers. I was more focused on the workers. So I was in the, because it's just so many flavors in the airport. It's like, it's everything. Like, it's everything you could ever want in the airport. So every day I come to work, I was actually happy to come to work. And it was like, I come to work and I'm just like, damn, like, I can get, it's like every day. And then it's like, I'm a handsome guy. So, I get, they look at, they checking me out and I'm checking them out. So it's like, it was easy in it, but I loved it though, man. That was a good experience for me.
I thought about, like, if I were to, like, go to, like, a job I had in high school, like a movie theater, or say I went to work at a fast food restaurant, I would fuck every girl there easily.
Yeah.
Like, I'm easily the best looking guy that works at Taco Bell.
Real shit. No, real rap,
I am in a relationship, so I would never do that. But when I went through my divorce, I was like, I just want to find a way to fuck as many girls as possible.
Yeah, that was at a point in my life, that was like the goal for me.
Yeah.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? And like, now I'm a little older. That's not my goal. I'm really chasing I'm really trying to be one of them rich guys that we was talking about earlier in the show. So it's like, that's really my focus. Like, I'm not really, like, I would love to find a girl that I can chill with. That I would love to find something like how you got, Justin. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And I'm serious about that. Yeah, I mean,
so are you saying all the girls you're fucking currently are not up to the standards?
No.
And they know that?
They don't know that.
They know that now?
They know it now. If they see this, if they by the way, and I'm gonna promote it on my page. So they gonna see it, but I don't care. They obviously if I'm just fucking them now, they know that that's what it is. It ain't even because I let them know. I let them know that that's just what it is.
So I was, like I said, like we talked about, I was single for most of my life.
Right.
And the way I stayed single was I had rules that I would make sure I stayed with every time before I went out to a bar or anytime I went out anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
My rules were, you don't know my real name. My name's Justin. I call myself Jason. You know me as Jason. That's it. You never got my phone number. You would just get my Facebook. We would never go to my house for any reason. Where I lived, you would never know. Those are like my three main things.
Wait,
like,
hold up. So can we go back to the? She never went to your house. So you telling me that every time you fucked a girl, you fucked her at a motel or a hotel?
Well, most of the girls I fucked were in Vegas. So most of them already had a hotel room right on the strip. Meaning I would go and have sex up in their room. At the end of that, I would get dressed as fast as possible and then just leave. And then the night would just keep going on.
I'm actually going to Vegas fucking June 8th.
Vegas is amazing.
Vegas is everything. Yeah. I was there already. But yeah. Back to you. But yeah, go ahead.
Well, are there any rules that you follow so you don't get trapped down in a relationship?
Yeah. So my rules is to
By the way, I had a fake Facebook for that with a fake name. Go on, sorry.
So from the rip, when I first get to know a girl, I tell them that well, first I don't like, not just from like when I come up to a girl and I introduce myself and stuff like that. I don't tell them like, yo, oh, I want to, but it's like I give every woman a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? Because honestly, to be honest, and this podcast is called Love and Then What, I do want like a significant other. I want a lady. I want somebody who I can bounce ideas off at that night.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So I do give the woman that I come across, I give them a chance.
Mm-hmm.
And when I see that it's not that, then I put you in I put my woman in a category. So it's like, okay, all right, when I meet her, it's like, okay, let's see what this is. Okay. I could tell, I can hit this tonight. Oh yeah, all right, she's in so-and-so. Like,
Right,
you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what I do. So now when they go into that category, now I'll let them know. All right, this is this.
Mm-hmm.
We're just fucking in this what this is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll let them know from the rip. I do let them go to my house. I don't know why, but I feel comfortable at my house. I see, because it's like we live two different lives.
Well, no, when I was single,
so
here in Delco, I brought the girls to my house.
Oh, okay.
Because I was able, but most of my life when I was single, like, let's say, like, I was in Vegas for 3 years.
Right.
That's where I did most of my fucking.
Right.
Besides relationship sex, like, most of my single sex was in Vegas.
Right.
But I mean, here, and nobody that I was like not in a relationship that I had sex with would have any like ill feelings towards me, unless it's like somebody I was in a relationship, the whore. That's the only person that could probably have ill feelings toward me, because I call her the whore and she is a whore. Other than that, like, I don't have like any problems with any women I've ever had sex with.
No, me either.
Yeah, I mean, besides the whore, because of what she did to me, but other than that, like.
But at the same time, like what I was telling you on my podcast, by the way, all the rap, subscribe to that. But what I was telling you on my podcast is that, like, fuck her, man. You don't have to even worry about her no more because she's been in the past and
Oh, she's so far back in my rear view.
and you have something good going with your new lady. Yeah, it's like fuck that.
Oh, I feel amazing with my new girl. Like, I love it.
Yeah.
I don't see myself being in another relationship. Like, I'm good where I am. I mean, I felt the same way about my last relationship, so I hope this one lasts.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want it to I don't see a reason for it faltering, but I don't want to be like one of those old dudes who are like single, like looking for a younger.
Yeah.
You know those younger girls who they're so fucking dumb. When I was single, between the whore and my current relationship, like dating younger girls, holy shit, they're stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they're easy to have sex with, so that's cool. But goddamn, they're dumb.
Yeah.
Like trying to have a conversation with a 23-year-old, it's not fun.
No, they.
Like, so what do you think of blah 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 blah? She's like, I don't know what that means. I'm gonna fucking.
I mean, sometimes. I mean, you got the dumb ones, and then you got the ones that's, that's smart. That's they understand and they on your wavelength because women mature faster than men. So
I think that stops at like middle school. Like people say that.
You think so?
Well,
No.
physically one.
No, I think they really are smarter. They smarter in certain ways, yeah, they smarter in certain ways like that we don't really pay attention to, but they really the smartest shit in it. Like, or they might, some women they dumb themselves down to some like to a person. Like they might be really smart as a motherfucker. But they dumb themselves down to a person, like sometimes. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Because they could be smart with one person and then be done with the next.
I dumb myself down and when I talked to girls when I was single and with the whore. Like I had to like explain every word I said to certain people. I was like,
and women do that to us too.
Yeah, I'm not
like,
saying.
You feel what I'm saying?
I don't think I've ever had that, but it's possible. I mean, unless it was like, so Kim K said this, and I was like, who's Kim K? Oh, you don't know who Kim K is? Like, you don't understand? But I need to grab another beer. You want another one or are you good?
I'm good.
Good. All right. I have another question.
This shit going good, man. This shit going good, Justin. All right. It's a good joint.
We drank a couple beers today.
All right. It's cool, man. That's cool, man.
All right. You said real rap. So,
Sunday.
quick. All right. How do you learn new slang words? Because I feel like black people just know slang words as soon as they exist. How do you learn new slang words?
Me, I really just go. I keep the same slang words that I've been using forever.
Yeah, but if a rapper comes out with a new slang word, what's the there's a new one that Theo brought it up the other day. I don't know. Say there's a new slang word that a rapper uses. Do you know what he means, or do you Google it just so you can talk to people?
No, I know exactly what he means.
How do you know?
I don't really use the new slang that people. Like, I don't say when people lying, you capping.
That's the word, capping. I still have no idea what it means.
It means you
Guess.
lying.
See, people use it in different ways. Theo used it in one way, like real cap. He was like, "That means you're telling the truth." Then he was like, "Wait, no, it means you're lying."
Yeah,
like how the fuck do you keep up with all these new slang words?
Yeah, I mean,
I fell off like right after John. When John started happening, I was like, I have no idea what's going on anymore.
Yeah, John. I forever use John. That's a Philly thing.
I didn't know what John was. Like I moved away. I was in wherever I was in the world.
John is a person, place, or thing.
I know that now, but when it first happened, people started using, like, I would call home, and people would say John. I was like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, oh, well, John means person, place, or thing. I'm like, well, which one is it? Like, what is it, John?
It
Like,
could be anything.
it means everything. I'm like
that mean like, yo, this John good as shit.
Yeah. So, do you enjoy the beer now?
Yeah, it's good. It
takes a little to get used to.
It's all right. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Oh shit. All right, so is there anything you would say? So let's go back to you and your father's situation.
Okay.
There's a similar kid out there to you at, let's say, 16.
Yeah.
Is there any advice you would give to that kid?
So, this that's who I did it for. I did it for that type of kid. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Because I definitely wanted to talk about this, and I'm gonna tell y'all now, but I wanted to surprise y'all with it. So if y'all tune in to All the Rep, y'all gonna see this. I'm gonna have a whole show on Father's Day for this, right? Where I explain this whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So my advice to that kid, man, is because if you can find your dad, and if you know that your dad's still alive, go find him. Because like men that relationship, because life is short. You got history that you need to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he wasn't all the way fully being a man by leaving you, he could still teach you other stuff. You know what I mean? Other stuff. It's not because you can learn from everybody in life, in all walks of life. So it's like it's still stuff that he can teach you. So be the bigger man, even if he ain't. You be the bigger man, and you do it because that's just the right thing to do. So I just say be the bigger man, go find them, mend that relationship, and yeah, go from there. Because life is too short. You need your family around. That's just how I think, man. That's what, yeah.
So going with that, how did you feel? Let's just go specifically into your feelings when you first met your birth father.
Okay. My feelings. When I first met my pop, I didn't know what to think.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, it was surreal. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like it was weird. It was surreal. I didn't know, and then it was like a blur
Mm-hmm.
the whole day, like because I spent the whole day with him. So it was like,
What did you guys do? And does he has other kids, correct?
yeah.
So how did
I
that
have
feel?
a brother. I have a half brother.
How did your brother like?
Yeah, so all right, so when I came there, and we was chopping it up outside of his house, and so I had friends up there. I got friends in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
That's from Philly, but they moved to Arizona,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we yeah, we chopped it up that day. So it was becoming nighttime. So I told him, I'm like, yeah, man, I'm gonna go out tonight. I'm gonna go out with my friends and shit tonight. So went out. So the next day, we ended up going to lunch.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to lunch, and then we chopped it up some more. And we just was catching up with each other. And like everything, man, I really like that whole thing was a blur until I got home. Like when I came back home, that's when it really like soaked in.
Mm-hmm.
So my feelings from that was, it's like I found him,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt like that hole that I was talking about earlier, I felt like that was filled in a way.
Did you try to fill that in other ways before you met?
Yeah.
How did you try to?
The ways I try to fill that hole was when I was younger, just acting out, just being bad, just doing whatever. That's why I think that's why a father is supposed to be in the child's life, because definitely a boy's life, because he is supposed to be there to direct you in a way, when you having them them outbreaks or them when you know you going crazy, you going bad, he's supposed to be there. So when he's not there, that's the hole. That's what I mean by the hole. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So yeah, I was acting out, doing like, man, I drove my mind crazy. That's why I owe my mind the world. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And yeah, you know, just all that stuff, just trying to, you know, feel that.
I mean, that's huge talking about the whole, your relationship with your father. I've never had that. My father's been in my life my whole time. I mean, my parents have been unemotional towards each other since I can remember. I don't remember ever my parents kissing or anything. So that was definitely a driving force with me with putting a lot of investment in my relationships.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't ever want to be like my parents, so I put a lot of investment into a relationship, into love.
So I wanna promote my brand, my upcoming brand.
Yes, promote yourself, sir.
No, but this ties into what you just said. So my upcoming brand is first generation millionaires, but that's really a mindset. It's not really like the money. It's really like the mindset, like, cause we the first generation. We not scared of nothing. We do what we want. We not scared of nothing. We not doing all that shit that scary shit that they was doing in the 60s and the 70s and all that. Like, we not scared of nothing. We trying to do what we do. We trying to become millionaires. And what you just said is that I want to be. I want to change that. I didn't see any love, you know, in my life in my younger years. I want to change that. I want to be, you know, love. I want to show my woman love. And when I have kids, I'm assuming, like, when you have kids, that you want to show your kids the love that you and your lady got, right? So all that is the first generation mindset. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Because it's like you're like the one, like, you're taking it, like, you got the torch now. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, you starting this, like, you know, like now from the people under you, now all they gonna see is love. Like, when you show your kids that, they're gonna show their kids that, and they're gonna show their kids that. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the first generation of showing love, right? And mine is the same thing. That, and like, hopefully I have a son, and I don't mind having a daughter, but hopefully I have a son. I can show my son how to be a dad. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's really my goal. That's really, I want to be the best. I want to be the ultimate fucking dad. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Just because of that.
Overcorrect of what happened in your own life.
Exactly.
So say you didn't have a father, you want to overcorrect where you were the best father ever. Yeah,
but it's sad that didn't spill over to relationships. See, I went the opposite route, where it was like, all right, fuck relationships. I'm just gonna fuck these bitches. To be honest, that's.
Do you notice some of your birth father in your relation, like in your how you interact with women now? So the whole he left there, like.
Me, like, I don't leave. To be honest, if I like a girl, she got good pussy, she fun to be around. I chill. I let her know that this what it is. But they end up falling in love with me, or they end up you know, wanting to be with me because how cool I am. Because I'm really a cool dude. Like, I'm really, like, I really want to have fun. I love to have fun, no matter who is with. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, women see that, and it's that, and I'm giving them good dick. So it's like, yo, this nigga is.
What are you complaining about?
Yeah. So, but they want me to theyself. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like me, my mindset. Like, when I say something, I stick to that shit. I don't. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel very with my word, if I were to say something, if I was like, I will do that, I feel stuck to that.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like a burden. Like I can't change that.
I can't, yeah. Because it's like, me, I did that with a girl, man. It was like, I see how it feel on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was that guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a girl, and she know who she is. But I still fuck with her. We friends to this day. And I told her that she was the reason why I changed how I am.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
You were such a piece of shit.
I told her though. But I said it to her, like, I said that because this girl, to me, in my eyes, bro, like, she was bad. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, I really want her. Like, I really want her. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And she was, in her mind, she not even ready. She just trying to fuck, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in my mind, like, oh yeah, she gonna be my girl. Like, you know how, like, you know how I see you a man, so you know how when you see a certain girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just like, oh yeah, that's my wife right there. You ain't even meet her yet. You just like, like that's my wife. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you start seeing yourself having kids with her and all that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, that was sort of how it was with me. You feel what I'm saying? So it was like, when I got her and I got with her, like, in my mind, I was trying to make that happen. And she wasn't with that.
Mm-hmm.
So what that did for me is, it just like, once I seen that, and once I, like, she ain't tell me like, yo, I ain't want that, but she showed me it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was like, you know, ghosting me and shit like that. And like shit like, yeah. So it was like, all right. So I realized it. And that's one thing. I wasn't one of them niggas who gonna keep calling you and all that.
Yeah.
I know what it is from the rip. Like, if you ain't trying to, like, if I hit you up 2 weekends and you still ain't trying to come out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you.
I give him.
ghosted me.
When I was single, one weekend, if you didn't respond to me within like a couple hours, I was like,
I give him 2.
Every person has their phone on them, no matter what the fuck you're doing. So if you don't respond to me within like 2 hours, I'm like, I understand. Like, you don't put me in your priority list.
Yeah.
Like, you saw and you went, because I've done that to people. I understand. So I know what the other way is. Like, I'm like, oh, obviously you aren't trying to be serious with me, so move the fuck on.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason for me to care.
Yeah. So go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, so that's what it was. That's really what it was. It was that. And what I did was I sat back and I just was like, well, you know what? Then I'm just going to do me. I'm just going to continue to do me, because I had girls. I never not had girls and then was chasing one girl. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I always had other girls, and one of the girl, whatever the case may be. So I have a girls. It wasn't that. Like, I wasn't like on no desperate type, I want you, like, you type shit. Like,
it was just your favorite. It was your favorite toy at the time.
It was the one. Yeah, she was the one I wanted. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So it was like, that's what that was. But yeah.
God damn it! I gotta piss again. I'm drinking too many beers.
I gotta go too, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
IPAs.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. This shit got me pissing like a motherfucker. By the way, all the rap podcasts, all the rap podcasts. Check that out on everything. Yes, anywhere you get your podcast at, we are there. YouTube, we are there. You can go to All the Rap TV on YouTube. YouTube.com/alltheraptv. You can go there. You can check out my shows. Yeah. I have a show I have an episode with Justin coming up. Y'all check that out. It's coming out Tuesday. Yeah. So it's a good one. Check that out. Hey Justin, this fucking IPA, whatever the fuck it is, IPA, this shit got me pissing like a motherfucker, man. I'm telling you. This brotherly love shit, this shit ain't This shit ain't bubbling you off, nigga. This shit.
What?
I ain't gonna lie. Let me go real quick.
A lot of drinking going on in this podcast. It just happens. He had no white friends before me. Now I'm his best white friend. Correct? Best white friend ever, bro. Here he comes. IPAs are fucking different, bro. They're not a beer. They're like a beer mixed with a vodka mixed with a liquor.
Yeah.
Did you fancy yourself a drinker before coming here?
Huh?
Did you think you were a good drinker before coming here?
Man, I would like to label myself a good drinker because now I know my I understand my limit now. I understand where I need to stop. Like,
Yeah, I feel that like I used to like drink until I would just get so I wouldn't remember. Like I would just drink forever. Now I'm like after like 4 or 5 beers, unless I'm going out to drink, I don't really do it. Like this is basically the only time I really drink during the weekend, or even during the week. Maybe one night a week. If I don't even want to do it, like my girl wants to drink because she works nights, so we have different schedules. So there's like one night a week where she's like, I want to hang out with you, order a pizza, and drink a beer.
You want to drink, yeah.
I'm like, I don't even really want to do it. I just do it because,
Yeah.
I mean, it's her day off. So it's a Tuesday, and no matter
Yeah, she trying to chill, yeah.
Yeah, she wants to hang out, and it's just her time. But I really don't even like enjoy drinking. Like when I hang out with people, I love doing it just because it opens them up. It, you know.
Yeah, I'm really a social drinker.
Yeah.
Like I'm not one of them motherfuckers who crack open something in the morning or like
right.
even during the day period.
Mhm.
Like maybe if I'm on vacation, I'm drinking the whole time.
Yeah.
Like I'm drinking.
I'm about to go to Jamaica with my girl.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be drinking the whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get it. Like I don't want to. I used to be like that. I used to be like I need a beer to do anything.
Yeah,
Now I have no interest in it. Like I'll drink like 2 beers like on that night where I'm talking about. Like last night was that night with me and my girl. I had 2 beers. I was like, I don't want to drink anymore. Like I have no interest in it.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it just because it's her night off. So it's her vacation time basically. Like it's her only time to hang out.
Yeah.
So, sir, is there anything you would like to promote for you or your business or your podcast?
Yeah. So I'm gonna just say everything I already said before. So Harbor's Mobile Detailing. I'm trying to get it like a few more vans so I can really go farther, like as far as the distance I go. Right now I'm really covering like the little parts of Jersey, Delaware, like everything that's really close to me, like the tri-state area. But yeah, Harbor's Mobile Auto Detailing, you can check that out on Instagram. The website is under construction right now, because we're trying to figure out the the pay thing and how people can pay online and stuff like that. So that's under construction right now, but I'm really doing all my appointments via Instagram, so you can just DM me. I have to put my number back on because I actually got a new business number, so I have to put in the new number on Instagram. But you can just DM me about an appointment if you're trying to acquire about an appointment. We do all services pertaining to detailing your car. So yeah, and I have all the rap podcasts. All the rap podcasts is I'm trying to get to the point where I can drop every other Sunday or every Sunday. But I'm really shooting for every other Sunday. So yeah, you can catch all the rap on everywhere you get your podcasts, and you can catch it, the video. You can watch us. You can even watch us on YouTube. You can go youtube.com/alltheraptv. And yeah, check us out.
Yes, of course. You definitely have to check him out. I'm going to be on his podcast this coming week. So, actually, when this is released, it'll be in the past. So, it'll be the past previous week. So, it's not easy to get involved in a podcast. It's very difficult. It's a fucking... Everybody's involved now.
Yeah.
Like, Conan O'Brien, who had a fucking talk show, he stopped doing a talk show. He's just now going to do a podcast because everybody's getting involved in podcasts, which makes it even more difficult for us to make money off of what we do. So we're taking a time out of our day for free. I'm paying a lot of money to fucking do this shit.
Yeah, me too.
I know Dame is too. Dame Man X over here doing the same shit. So if you want to support local business, you can support local business by subscribing to our YouTube channel.
Yes,
It's not about fucking shopping at the right shops. It's about the people who may be entertaining to you. I might be entertaining to you. I might be annoying to you. Just subscribe anyway. You don't even have to watch it. Just fucking make me money for making me money.
Yeah.
But again, Loving Them What podcast, and of course all the rap podcasts, the best podcast at INR Studios. Might be new, but he's still the best. And right now we're doing a thing where if you are a new subscriber, just subscribe to the channel. Show us proof that you subscribe to the channel, and we will take a new shot for every new subscriber and call you out during the podcast. So say your name is Becky123. Becky123 subscribes to the YouTube channel. You send us proof. Before we take that shot during the show, we will call out Becky123. Thank you, Becky123, and we will take a shot. So that's the new thing we're doing right now.
That's a good job. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been drunk before, but I'm going to get even drunker with that shit. Thank you for watching that video on YouTube. Remember to like and subscribe to this video. Share it with your friends. Follow us at LovinThem1 on Instagram and go to thelovinThem1.com. New full episodes every Tuesday, highlights throughout the week, and previews on Sundays. Full audio every Monday.
What he said.